Hello everyone. Welcome for this match where we play basically for the finals. Oops, wrong thing to hide. Hi FJ, hi Johnny. Hi everyone. All this All-Star season has led to this one moment where we finally have a real match. vKv versus d0w. This one will be hard. It will hurt. We will all die. We hope to see some super bases burn. Oh wow, everyone running super fast. 30 people already in, no people absent, still 6 players missing from d0w. We have 4 minutes to start placing the bookmarks. And yeah, I deserve like to get the live stream instantly demonetized by using Lord of the Ring music. Oh, maybe my stream will even get muted, I don't know. But anyway, if it is, it was worth it. Let's have the key bookmark here. Key bookmark. Oh, Bob. Maybe I can put music that is also epic, but I know don't get me demonetized. No, it gets me demonetized, but don't get muted. Where is it? Ah! I just wanted some, you know, Lord of the Rings song. Okay, key bookmark. 3 minutes. We good. Good. Okay, let's have the bookmark. Today I won't be very focused on the chat. As you know, it's vKv versus d0w, so it's a very hard match, and I will try to give it all of my focus. So I will just ignore you. No, just kidding. I start the giveaway. Now you can type a hashtag in the chat. Type hashtag d0w if you think d0w wins. Hashtag vKv if you think vKv wins. I see the bets are almost equal, so I forgive you if you write hashtag d0w. Randall, Ali. We will roll it after. vKv will win easily. Nah. I won't make that mistake of underestimating our opponent. They kinda failed yesterday in Dawn, but I don't think this takes any of their chances for today. Yesterday they did a mistake in strategy by wanting to start Dawn later, like they kind of waited to see if LNG comes in, and I think it could have been expected that LNG wouldn't start unless d0w and vKv are starting in dawn. So I think d0w made a mistake by waiting for LNG. But it doesn't mean they will make a mistake in Oblivion. Never fear, your moderator is here. Yes! Whoever win will have the respect of everyone here. Yes, this, exactly. 100% agree. I think d0w versus vKv is final worthy, you know? Let's go with this. 2 minutes. Let's go with this just in case I let it. Oh, can place just place another. Okay, middle one has to be placed first. And Bob, you see, middle one has to be placed first. Okay, so far there is no tower. It's early, it's early. 1 minute 30. First tower. Gathering. This one is under attack. Ah! I don't see. Oh, this is Junon. I think I can handle this if it's which APC is it? That one can handle the attack. No. It can handle the attack. Yes. Okay, let's see. We have 2 towers and Same is already out here. I thought I could watch another match at the same time, and now I realize no. Just no. Finally. Finally a real match. And this is scary, scary, scary. Okay, let's see. No APC line going. I should have made it closer. Can we? No. Okay. Gatherings. I still have 1 crater here. 34 left. Need to be there in 15 seconds. Doesn't work. Too far. Okay. vKv. Don't let them gather resources. I think we are very focused on resources. I see we have almost 2,000 meteorites. But I do need to check what we are doing here. Put back in the same place. Wanted to put it here. Yes. Better. Keep an eye on the tower. Yeah, but I'm not on a strong enough base to defend. I'm not on a strong enough base to defend, so I have to trust my team. And focus on what I can do. So here I need to get them closer. It will look weird, but this allows to have more connection. Yeah, back to our priority. Yes, for everyone. But I'm not the one who can defend them. Okay. Let's double check. Yeah, I'm with T11 here. All fine. I'll just try in case they only send someone not very powerful to get it. Thank you, Carlos, for the subscribe on Twitch. Okay. Okay, I see our problem. Tail, okay. Now we have 3 towers that will most likely not disconnect us anymore at this place. Gathering is here. But my APCs are not here. Literally only thing I use Twitch for is to go there once a month for that. Oh, thank you. Hilarious. I need my APCs back. I cannot use the teleport just to get my PC back. Yes. Let's Let's focus on defense here. Maybe a second for connection. And here we can double. Okay, my APC go on gathering. Someone's going there. He is too far to reach. Command center, let's take it back for the teleports. Command center, take it back for the teleports. We saw that this one I managed to hold with that base a little. Vous, Jarvis? Okay. This one needs to be defended. Should be fine. Okay, let's check where is everyone. Okay. Who is out there? Here we have Lausel. Here we have King Kong. Star Polar Bear. BVM. Rhino. King 2 minutes 30. Oh, we have more points at the moment because of the occupation, I guess mostly of the rocket repair shop. But they're closer for the key. Maybe solution could be actually to move everyone to the side later. Let's see, let's see. Okay. Help here. Okay, this one we got it. I can reset an APC on that one. Change the music, it's not fighting music. Okay, I'm going back to being demonetized and maybe even muted. Where is this? Go to song. I need craters. Where are my craters? No craters. What is happening here? Let's why people are not moving? That's Amanda. Yeah. Okay, I'm trying to check all the names here. Okay, they got it. Okay, and while they are doing this, let's do something fun. Switch this to that. Full set equipment. And let's try to attack some towers randomly with D2. Worked. Oh, I still need 3 APC because one is in a rally. 2, 1, 0. Now I have to count 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Should be fine. Okay. Oh no, that's an APC. Okay, never mind. I tried. Oh! 9 seconds before the... What? It became vKv and it became d0w again and the key is still here? Wait! Wait, what was that? You saw it! It was written vKv and then back d0w and it gave them the key. We took it 8 or 9 seconds before the end. What? What? Was the key? d0w got it, but I zoomed on the relay. We saw it become vKv, but the timer for d0w continued. And they got it. Totally unfair. But they only got 3,000 points more. This means we are going faster on the occupation. So I'm not too worried yet. Add 20 seconds on this. Add 1 sec. Oh. No. That's fine. That's synchronized enough. They're pretty fast. No, have you seen? You can watch back in YouTube. They got they added it in the relay and we stole it and it continued on d0w timer. Okay. Okay, let's hope this doesn't change the outcome of the match. Okay, here TSM holds. Oh, insufficient resources. Take it. We did steal it, and the game bug made it so it didn't steal it. Rhino. How do I select his thing? I will send in line. Let's not have everything here. Welcome, Draco, to Annoying Kid. Thank you for the support, Draco. Thank you. Let's just not let my APC idle. Help with something here. Now we need to get to that armory. J-Rock. Miss... Okay, Bob, I hope you're here. I will also send you some adjustments. That's also post here. Gather. Let's switch back to Walking Dead APC. Sun. Oh, we can see the name also of the enemies that are in the craters. I didn't notice that. Emma Zombie. Okay, I can beat that. Cool. When you click on a crater, you see the name of the enemy inside it. If you are strong, send Dark Sister APC to crater, even if someone is already sending. Then recall immediately when you kill the APC in it. So the gatherer takes. Yes, Bob. I'm just trying to make sure that my APCs are useful first. Here, Zulu. I can attack that. 15 seconds. I can get it. Bob. No. want. I want to send you a message, Ali. Let's go for it here. Ah, let's keep meteorites here. Yes, yes. Okay, I need to check. How is the score now? Oh, we are 3,000 points behind it. So we did caught up with the kicker now. Wait more. Let's see. Let's help with this one. It's for recent vehicle APC. No gather at the moment. Okay. We will do something funny. No, we won't do something funny. Betel, perfect. Ah, good. Oh. I got it wrong. Mixed rolls. Ah, this is hard to follow. Oh. Rhino almost advanced here. Key in 1 minute. That's a close match. Yeah, it is. Who is here? Arman? Nah. Too late for that APC. Perfect. Let's see if Shaky Monkey gets it. No. That should work. That one is good. I'm thinking of sending anyway. Oh, he's here. Okay. Key time. Valley. I can maybe... No. I will arrive on time, right? 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1... Missed it. Zulu is too strong. Okay. Key here. Wait. Where is the key? It's traveling. It's traveling. It's a slow APC here. Relays d0w. Relays d0w at the moment. Let's see if there is again a bug. There's an APC going. Mimi Liu is next to the relay to defend. Boom, boom, boom. Because I will keep this one. But anyway, we saw right before that it wasn't working, so... That's just one. Won't waste my PC for that. .5,000 difference. This means we have compensated one key, but this is not fast enough for the end of the game. So we need more points. We have compensated one key, but they got 2. Okay, here we are getting close. Okay. Perfect here. Whoa, Rhino is actually advancing. Okay, let's go for this. Let's randomly go for this. Never know. Can break a little their points. Bird Sammy. I'm on too weak of a base to do that. Maybe Rhino can? Ooh. Let's see. Rhino. Okay, next key will be... Let's see... One last second. Yes. No chance, he's too strong. Yeah, but he has to use his APCs for many things. So when his APCs are out, Rhino or TSM actually have a chance at burning him. Oh, whoa, I won't be on time, I won't be on time. No, no, send an APC to stop the burning. They didn't have enough APC to one-shot the tower. So, yeah. Remember though, our full T11, they stopped it then first. Okay, need to destroy those things. 3, 2, 1. Arman. Arman is takeable with this. This is too far. Need an APC within 30 seconds. Okay, so let's focus on that one. No. 30-second APC is good. That's it. This side is working well. This is great. Let's see here. Have this here. Get the next one. And on this side, they are building. Perfect. Oh, there's a crater here. Ah, they again recalled with two left. Let's see. Send here. Send here. Attack the gathering troops. There is no gathering now. There is here, but I can't arrive on time. See? It requires APC to reach it under 15 seconds. That's a funny idea. I need to have my speed APC here. and switch between both. Okay. Let's have this here. Speed. And here. Let's try something. Okay. Let's get this one. Ah. Okay. Disconnected? Where were we disconnected? Yeah. Let's see the name. Oops, wrong one. Let's see. Though we'll attack buildings like crazy on the last 10 minutes. Well, like we will do too. Abrek is here. Right. Here. Saying PC now to the armory. One minute, fine. This one too slow. This one too slow to reach. But Arman, I can send that one. Here it would be fine. We compensated 2,000 points from the key. Won't be enough. TSM gets that key and wins the match. Cannot, because Same is teleported to close. And earlier, if you check the beginning of the match, we had that bug where d0w had the key in the relay. And we beat it. So we see vKv name on the relay. And then they still win the key. So that little part was a bit frustrating to me. It's not the first time I see that bug. And I think this is a very, very annoying bug. It's hard out touch key. Yeah. So to get key, we need Same to lose focus. This is the only way to get key is Same losing focus. Which is probably not happening. I don't get why they're not moving or helping the player I keep tagging. I don't get it. I need to see what they do with the APC. Like right now, APC here. Wait, was it seriously reinforcing that? Let's see. Oh, so APC is going where? Ammo is fine. You guys have many good and strong bases, but not for moving forward. Yes, I tagged a few to ask to move forward, and that didn't. But there are some. Here you see TSM and Asta are here. Which actually allows us to keep that thingy. And here... Here we have Abrek, Dark Kraken, Temok. Or is silent? A silent be zeroed or he was right here. Okay, let's see. Someone get rid of her. Miss Zeus? Hey, where is that? Oh. Yeah, that's durable. 7,000 points. Can we make that in 8 minutes? I don't think so. I don't think we can make 7,000 points in so little time. Let's see who occupies it. Shadow Hunter. Let's go with this APC. Shadow Hunter. Too slow, too slow. My other APCs are marching now, so I need to check closer craters. Okay. Okay, here we good for this one. Let's see, where are everyone? Okay. No, wrong one. Tag. No APC recallings. I sent and no APCs recallings. That means no one built. Let's see. Dark Kraken, Average Silent. Break. Okay, place. I give them a second to see the message. And place. Come on, no, they're sending an APC already. Build! Ah! Finally! The store sends so fast to this tower. I can't help defend, but I can help accelerate the tower. Well played. No, we did many mistakes. Like a ton of mistakes. Let's tag. It's 2:30. We cannot make it. But this is so close. This is so close. We compensated 10,000 in occupation. Mid towers are probably the biggest mistake here. No, mistake is that I can debrief it with Tidoski after the match also. Anyway, 2 minutes left. Let's I was about to say randomly build tower for score, but yeah. That was a fun match. I'm a bit sad to lose, but that was a fun match. Really good match, but I will talk about the mistake we made after that. Because I will be having Tidoski in as a guest. So I think best is discussing with him because he's also a strategist in Oblivion and understands all the mechanics in Oblivion. So this will be a great epic battle. Congratulations. Well played. Respect for both alliances for a good match. Tidoski on his way. Yes, I will take a break to refill my coffee, but yes. Yeah, that was really fun. Oh wow, 50. It's crazy. It's frustrating to see. We compensated 11,000 that they did with the keys. So let's choose the last teleport. I don't care. This is now my hospital. This is now my hospital. I want to get it before the end. Just for the last second, give me that hospital. No, I want that hospital. Thor always will destroy towers in first seconds if you don't reinforce fast. Yeah, so Thor is an excellent player. Total score, they got the escort score, occupying score. See, we put 15,000 in their face in occupying score. Territory score, we got a little more. But this is so low compared to what we are used to see in territory score. It shows that we disconnected them at the end. They had no tower row in both sides. We had a tower row in both sides, but yeah, that's crazy. Usually we reach almost 40,000 territory score. Gathering score, this is where they beat us. Total defeated. We killed more, but it doesn't say much. Maybe that we usually the one defeated more is a bit stronger, but I don't know. So okay, where we beat us is occupying and territory. Where they beat us is escort score and gathering score. Which is funny is that territory score is usually correlated to the gathering score, but it shows that we disconnected them a lot. Even if they gathered more, we disconnected them efficiently. Yeah, just forwarding this to as a base owner. Same mistakes from 2 years ago? What you mean? That was a great match anyway. Stronger base should always go middle like Samet did. If TSM went there, he would... TSM was in the middle during keys. But if TSM was here all the time, we wouldn't have kept the rocket repair shop on the top side of the map. Give me a minute. We lost 2 years ago from towers and gathering. Yeah, give me a minute. I will come back with a new coffee, and I will have Tidoski in here to discuss it. I don't want to discuss too much before he's here. I bet he watched. Okay, see you in a minute. Remember to type a hashtag in the chat to join giveaway. Back in a minute. I'm back. Okay, let's call Tidoski and debrief that match. I don't know if you watched it. Someone was in his live stream to say, we lost. Yeah, we lost. Sorry, we can watch little cat reels and TikTok together if you want. Let's call Tidoski. Maybe we can switch. Hello? Wait, is it working? Switch the music for something less epic. Hi Tidoski, I see you are in the vocal, but I don't see your.
There.
Ah, yes.
There.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hello.
Sorry, it's switched up my mic. It messed things up. I had to fix that real quick.
No problem. So I will just share your YouTube in the chat and pin it. So if everyone wants to go subscribe to Tidoski, go for it. If you don't know the name, probably you are an old player because you are kind of the one streamer in Perseverance Division, right?
Yes. It's been quite interesting.
So you were playing right now for All-Star?
No, our alliance got knocked out around the 8th finals. We had The problem I think the Perseverance division has is because a lot of the states and alliances are extremely new to the ASE process, all that kind of stuff, and Oblivion itself. A lot of the players don't understand that it's important, or how good it is, or whatever, however you want to word it. So
Yeah.
a lot of players, like, all they know is Eden, so they prioritize that over a match in Oblivion for an hour. So getting players in a lot of alliances to join in was complicated, and trying to educate people how to play it and all that stuff, which is why that whole division is interesting to watch, because you have some alliances that get in real quick, and some that have been experienced to it, and it's just a mishmash of chaos.
Yeah, I just have a question. Can you remind me what is your alliance? Because I think I got wrong a few times.
Yeah, right now I'm in IOD in 1380.
IOD. Were you in quarterfinals? No, 8 finals?
No, I believe so. Let me see. Maybe it was the one right before. Yeah, I think it was the one before. I think we might have gotten knocked out earlier, because I know it was probably before phase 1, I believe.
Oh, okay.
We got knocked out. Breakout, I think, is where we got knocked out.
Okay. So yeah, about people joining, I think a difference, like in the new states, when a new state is created, there are a lot of fake accounts, like farm accounts, stuff like that. So you have states that are less full than older states when they got created.
Yeah, that's a big issue too. And the volatility of players that come and go is extreme as well. Some players, that's all they want to do is go to the new state and be pirates and to cause chaos, and then they leave and start over in a new state. So
yeah,
there's a lot of that goes on too.
Are you talking about Asbot?
Maybe.
Okay, I found your state. 1380, right? Have you watched match this morning? Have you watched our match or other matches?
I've watched basically. I've been keeping eye on all of the Perseverance division, on what's been going on there, and I've been trying to keep up with the other matches in the other divisions. I did watch your guys' match. You guys got really close there.
Yeah, so on the chat, obviously, they have a lot of comments on the chat, on the match, and I just jumped in call with you, so I didn't comment it a lot. We made mistakes. Have you... what mistake we made you've seen during the match?
Come
on, let's trash talk.
Yeah, no. I'm brain from answering. No, I'm just playing. I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint things, and it's a team match. That's the other thing. It's hard for a lot of players. It is. If one person is off their game or makes a small mistake, it could throw off the whole momentum for everything.
Yeah.
So
what I've seen is so of course I know what was the strategy, so I can see where there was a difference between our strategy and what we did. So for people who were watching at my live stream, they saw I send message sometime in the chat, and they saw that I tag people to give instruction. So basically we had some people who had the task of defending the back towers, but they were staying in HQ. So staying in HQ, you think you are close enough from the back tower, but you are not, because you cannot reinforce fast enough.
Yeah, that goes along, because even in matches and stuff, you'll see the strategy start trying to make its way, and either someone doesn't go along with it, or they make a mistake or something, you know, and that strategy on one side might throw off the entire match. You know, I've seen it multiple times.
Yeah. So in Perseverance Division, do you have alliances rallying on tower, or is that too new for the people to manage it?
It's probably too new for a lot of players, for a lot of the states. Not so much for some of the older ones that are used to it. But they don't really do it as much. It's mostly everyone is just relying on their power players to just do whatever they got to do, you know.
Okay. So counting on the strong ones, and that's it.
And just yeah, pretty much. Well, I mean, it is to an extent. There's you could definitely see, and this is why it's so chaotic, because you could see some of the alliances, the older ones, where they have a strategy, they have things broken down, you know, and they're doing what, you know, is going to win. But then you see others where they're just, it's utter chaos, but they still win because they have the majority of the power players, and they don't really go for a strategy per se. And even when in the matches I talk about, I try to point that out to a lot of the players, because I do have a lot of the Perseverance in the newer states that watch, and trying to get that information to them of like, hey, look how they're doing this, and this is going to allow them, you know, better positioning here or there or whatever. It's huge to watch a lot of these matches and start pointing out all those little minor differences.
Yeah, and I see in Perseverance Division, it's most matches are one-sided. So it's not much suspense.
Yeah. No, yeah. But I will say the craziest one so far was in round one. The two major teams I would say for the Perseverance Division is going to be WNV and INM, which is 1235, 1236. Both of them are fairly, you know, they're used to this sort of format. But they had to face each other in the first round, and these are going to be the two teams that are probably going to be fighting for the win.
And because they were in the same, I think they were in the same bracket for semifinals. Yeah. So
yeah,
INM and WNV had to fight. So INM winning means that INM next week will be fighting for the winner for the group. Who is it? WGS for first and second place, and WNV will fight AU for third or fourth place.
Yeah, so it's gonna be it's gonna be interesting to see how that goes. And the reason I bring that up is because that match there with INM and WNV, INM didn't get a single key. INM
didn't get a key. Oh.
No. And they won.
That's what we should have done.
So, and that's where I say, I go, it's crazy to watch that, because without getting a single key, they focused solely on those structures and getting those points that way.
Yeah.
And that gave them the win.
That's the standpoint. So I think this match, INM versus WNV, should have been the final in Perseverance Division, by the way. Because now INM winning is pretty obvious, while it would have been an amazing final.
Yeah, exactly. That's what, you know, but they did it early, so, you know, whatever.
Yeah, but during our match, you saw that Same and Bully, so the strongest bases in d0w, were right next to Spaceport. And they could get all the keys, and even if we had beaten them on relay, we couldn't have, you know, outspeed them to get it back unless they lose focus.
Yeah.
So at that moment, during the live stream, I typed stuff in line that I didn't show in the live stream, and actually it was to ask all the bigs that were in the middle to refocus on the sides for the buildings and the rocket repair shop. and ask whoever was building towers in the middle, Bob, to refocus on helping for the tower on the side and keeping meteorites for making towers on the side. Keeping Rhino in the middle, like to give the illusion that we are still going for key, but it was impossible for Rhino and TSM to get Same out, so we couldn't have gotten the key no matter what we would have done.
Yeah, but the whole strategy of keeping their focus there is allowing those bases on the outside to get those points, especially from, the rocket repair shop and all that stuff, and keeping that might and armory going. Those buffs are huge.
Yeah. So we got more point on buildings because of it, but it was just not enough because they also were not gathering. So I think gathering was our true weak point.
Yeah. And that goes to as well as keeping that focus for your team. I mean, when people start seeing that, they're falling behind, they start going in that panic mode. And then that's when strategies start falling apart.
Yeah, that's right. Also, so didn't fully follow the strategy from the start for a couple of them, which made a difference, especially for teleporting. Like big base have to teleport fast against strong opponents because towers can be destroyed, towers can be disconnected. If the strong base don't teleport as soon as it's possible, then they cannot hold and have faster travel time with IPC.
Yeah, that's the other thing. That travel time can be detrimental. People need to focus on getting their APCs back if they can. And in order to do that, you got to have the ability to even teleport. So that's a big thing.
So from all the matches from Old State that you watched, are there any strategies that your alliance wasn't doing that you want to do now?
For us, I mean, like I said, there was, for anyone that was able to or used to being in Oblivion for our alliance, was a very small handful of people. So getting everyone on board was almost impossible. So putting in a strategy, it's a good thing and a bad thing, because you can mold people early to do it, because if you get them used to that process of like, hey, I need U5 to do this, I need U5 to do that, they're more akin to it because it's very chaotic for people that have never done it before. But if people start losing focus or they don't listen, then that's where, if they they're supposed to be gathering, but they see something going on in the center and they're like, oh, I'm going to go help out, then they lose track of everything. And that's when things start falling apart as well. So getting everyone on board is the hardest thing, but there's a lot of strategies that we saw. I mean, most of them are the common ones of, those watchtowers, making those connections are huge. Everyone is all the newer states are more akin to just focusing on that center path to get to the spaceport, which is important, but they're forgetting about getting to the outsides and focusing on those other buildings. So it's starting from scratch, which is the hardest part.
Yes, and when you say that it's hard to get people to show up, it's actually, I think the biggest part of the strategy is what happens before the match to get people to show up.
And picking those players, the people that you can rely on, that, hey, look, do you have that time to show up? Are you in a position to show up? So what works for people? The fact that we, now that we get to do Oblivion outside of ASC, helps get us practiced and ready for the next time, for next year.
Right. I wonder every time when I select people for Oblivion, I have one question that is super hard to answer every time. Because hopefully in vKv there is like 40 volunteers for every Oblivion. So I can pick from 40 players to make a 30 players team. So that is pretty cool. But there are some players that would be like strong. So you know the base has a lot of potential. But sometimes they don't show up or they don't follow task. So I'm like, would I be better with a weaker player who actually show up every time and will do some stuff on gathering or things like that I know we have a weakness on, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I totally agree, because that's something I always stress that. I go, because we have some power players, but they just do whatever they want to do. And that sometimes is even more frustrating. You know, you'd like to go along with that. It's like, well, no offense. Yes, you help, but if you're going to just do whatever you want to do, it's hard, because we would rather have 2 or 3 smaller bases to do the other jobs that we need, because one base can't be everywhere. Yes. So it makes it complicated as far as that goes.
Yes, but those are players that wherever on the map they put their focus, it makes a difference. What I've seen that can be problematic is when their focus is like, we saw earlier one doing this, reinforcing command center or outpost, for instance, because those are not key building. But because they're not key buildings, they will be alone reinforcing, so they will get all the kill points. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah, no. I definitely know. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard because it's always about trying to get those kills and points, and where you can get them or fake people out is where your strategies lie, and you got to get people to follow along. That's the hardest part.
So if you want, I can share with you my strategy to get people to show up. Maybe it gives you inspiration. So, because I think it's useful also for everyone in the chat. When you want people to show up, what I do is on Monday or Tuesday, there is a message in the Alliance line asking for volunteers for Oblivion. For All-Star, I already have a start of a list of people who say they will be here every time. So I ask them for confirmation, but we have the start of the list. And I ask for volunteers on Monday or Tuesday. They have to copy paste the list and add their name. And this sounds spammy, but actually it allows to remind players that Oblivion is happening. If you just put a survey, a poll, you ask in private, people are not reminded. But if there is a list, they have to copy paste and add name. They are reminded every time someone copy paste and add names. On top of it, the day before Oblivion, I tag everyone. I really tag people one by one. And for those who have a task that change a little, or for those that I know don't respect the task, usually I also send a private message on top of it. Plus, we have someone tagging all like 30 minutes before Oblivion. So it's a lot of reminders. And
yeah, no, we've been getting more people involved with it and buying in, and I think that was the hardest thing, because when ASE started for us, which was basically our first introduction for the Alliance to Oblivion, that was the hardest thing. It was hard to buy in when you have, Eden going on and everyone's focused on that, and they don't understand why they want to do Oblivion or what it is or all that stuff. So now that we're in that frame, we've been getting more people on. People have been showing up and they've been learning how to do it and stuff like that. So that's been a major help. We've noticed a big difference so far already. So we're gonna keep working on that, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, and for that you need all the team to help, because sometimes you see in a team the people who know how to do it, they're like, wow, they're so dumb, not knowing how to play 2 years after we started, that stops people from even trying. So we need to be like, inclusive of new player. You see someone online during Oblivion time, but not in Oblivion. Take time in private to talk with them, being like, hey, I saw you are available at that time. Next time, can you play? Because we need some more players.
Yeah. Oh, it never ceases to amaze me. People, how they ask the certain questions they ask, and I'm like, all right, let's see if we can fix this problem.
Right. Like in Oblivion, the classic one is when you say, hey, help build tower, and they're like, I'm not Air 4.
Yeah. You're like, can you do this? No. What do you mean? I can't do that. Oh, come on. All right. Is there anyone in R4 here? No. God, you guys are killing me. Oh, trust me, I get it. It's funny. You're the only R4 on the team at the time. You're like, oh, all right. I guess I got to do 5 things at once. All right, no problem. I'm used to this. It never.
It's just a game, so we have to think. Some people at some point where we were learning a specific part of the game, someone was on holidays or something, and then they never catch up because it's just a game. So they have like holes in their game knowledge. Even years after, that's okay.
Yeah, no, and I fully agree. That's kind of why I'm here, at the same time. It's getting people informed, because the information always gets skewed, depending on country, time zone, whatever. Like you said, there's all those gaps, and people will ask, 12 Edens in, they'll ask something like how to take a tile, and it's like, come on. But by getting them that information, it's still, some people, I know it's happened a lot. I've seen it happen a lot where people, and that was the thing that frustrated me, was people stopped explaining. And that was always frustrating to me, because I'm like, why are we doing this? Why are we doing X? Why are we doing Y? And they're like, well, just do what I say. And it's like, if you tell me, if you can explain it to me, I can get more people to buy in, but they're like, well, I've been doing this so long, blah, blah, blah. I don't, okay, I get that. But you need people to buy into it. And if you don't get people to buy into the strategy or whatever, you're going to have a problem getting your, task done. So yeah, taking that time out to even answer even the most basic of questions is vital, to any alliance.
I agree. I think Air 4 shouldn't be like afraid to get the answer. I know. Why are you telling me that? I know how to play. And some people will answer that, but sending those mass mail with information on how to do things is crazy helpful. And that's where I was going with that, is also that I think that is why your channel is crazy useful, even for old players, because you are actually going over all the stuff that is new to the newer state, but that might be new to many players in all states, but no one in their state explain it to them.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I know some of the original base people that were watching and commenting, some of them were from like extremely older states, and some of them were even like knowledgeable people, and they're like, this is great for for these people, or even as a reminder for myself, because I forget how this works, or I never took the time to understand how this works. There's all that information out there, like the hero formations, and where to use this, and what's the best this and what's the best that, but not understanding the core reasoning underneath is where that disconnect starts happening. And when that disconnect happens, as the game progresses, it just grows. And people don't understand. I've seen even players that your bigger whales that just max everything out, but they don't know how to apply it effectively. They just throw things together, and that works because they're maxed out on their tech, they're maxed out on their mechs, everything is maxed, so yeah, they could beat anyone with anything. But if they could be more effective against other power players, to understand how things work underneath.
Yeah, especially when you talk about hero, I think at some point I was in that phase where AO was as a streamer doing all the hero video. So I was like not wondering too much about it. If someone was asking me, I was sending them to AO. At some point, he stopped streaming. So I needed to get some information. And it felt like it was so much information. It was kind of scary. Like, it's so much easier to just go in a chat and ask, how do I reconstruct this hero? What do I do as a formation with this one? And you trust whatever random person answer to you, and you trust the first answer, and this is wrong.
Yeah, or it doesn't apply to you because your all your buffs are not the same as theirs. So while it might work for them because they have, vehicle, all their buffs are for vehicles, it's not going to work for you because you don't have the same, benefits.
Yes.
So not understanding that, and when you face another base that's almost equal to you, not understanding that is what is going to be the difference between winning and losing. If you can adjust, you see, like, for example, like championship duels, for example, where you could see, after round one, how your opponent has their formations laid out. If you can adjust it based on what you know, and you're informed of how it works, you could have the same loadout, but just change the order and start winning instead of losing.
Right.
So having that knowledge of understanding of how things work is crucial. And I know some people don't care, they just want to play the game, and I get it. But sometimes if you want to be competitive and, you want to do those sort of things, it's good to know how those things work.
Yeah, if you want maybe not to have spent for being beaten by someone who spent less.
Yeah. I see it all the time where players should win their matches based on their strength, power, technology, but they lose every time because they went with, this hero formation that they saw was the best, or they saw all these people winning with that formation, but it doesn't work for them.
Yeah, or a classical error that we can see is also they try to grow all the APC evenly, so like having all Baneblade at the same tier or something like that, instead of focusing on one APC to be stronger.
Yeah. I think everyone, I would bet that almost everyone fell into that sort of mistake when they first played. Probably more people than not, but because even I did it in the beginning. There was the ADHD, the OCD, everything needed to be like at the same pace. And then I realized quickly, I'm like, this ain't working. Why is this not working? And then I go, oh, never mind, I got it. And then you make that adjustment. But a lot of players don't understand that. Even older players don't understand that. And they still are doing it. And you're like, stop doing that.
And I say, even when they understand, they don't do it fully. Like right now I am on a base on Maik where it does that. So we have a tier 2 Baneblade, but then instead of going for tier 3, we also have a tier 1 Baneblade. So we have 2 good APC. But if I check the base of our R5, Never Surrender, because I also have his logins, his base is so crazy 1 APC focused. Like he has a tier 3 Baneblade on his top APC, and then he doesn't even have enough Baneblade for all the APCs. So
I mean, yeah, I've seen both work though, because I've seen players that will do that, and then they're quick because they have all the like the fast move, the pre-setups and all that. You can use that APC and just switch it to the second one when that first one's durability runs out.
Exactly.
So, but you got to have that knowledge and you got to be able to do it. That's the other key. And a lot of players see that, might see that as a hindrance because they don't want it. They want to do everything all at once. So,
yeah, also don't want to spend too much time. So they just put vehicle on all the APC and tile around and are too late on the tiles.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of mistakes. Not necessarily mistakes, but different ways of people doing things, and that's why I say in my videos it's always like your gameplay style, because everyone is slightly different, and it doesn't necessarily make it right or wrong. It's just how they apply it to the way that they like to play.
Yeah, and I guess it must be even more the case in the younger state, because you had less time to develop the base, and you started playing when there were more stuff released. So you have more opportunity to really focus on one troop type, focus on one APC, focus on the construction of a few hero, rather than spreading everywhere, while the older state had sometimes months waiting for a new update, and during those months they were evening out all the stuff.
Yeah, and that's honestly, that I was just thinking about that too, because that's kind of where we're at, where maybe not right now, but like probably a couple months ago, we were at a place where we just got bombarded with new stuff, and it was overwhelming for a lot of players, and it's hard to focus like, hey, all right, I gotta update, I gotta upgrade my pets, but now I have satellites, but now I have all these new tech trees, and now I got the yesterday techs and all these other, so it got overwhelming for a lot of players, I've noticed, especially in the 1300 states. It really bombarded them with a lot of new stuff. Whereas for, like you said, like the older states, you guys have been waiting for a lot of new stuff. So you could focus on just that one aspect, we got pets. Okay, so we could focus everything on that. We had to focus on so many different resources that it got so overwhelming for a lot of players.
Yeah, I can see that. That's why like the super spenders like TSM, BVM, Rhino, Silent Murders, they do good in all states, but other players, all the regular players, they are behind on many things, so they have to be hyper specialized in what they do to manage it. This season, as you know, we were against TW6 with a team that was born in 1225.
Yeah. No, I agree, because it's the same. It's for even so yeah, what your like lower spenders was having, our big spenders were having the same issue because of that whole overwhelmingness of so many different things that they needed to catch up on. So yeah, it can get overwhelming at times.
But even within Perseverance Division, you are in state 1380, and there are some people as old as state 1200. So you must have seen a difference, like in amount of T11 that people could use in Oblivion, for instance.
Yeah, especially with the T11, as like when you first get them, they're not even as strong as T10. It's you gotta develop them, and that's where a lot of people also make mistakes, because they don't have a lot of T11, and because they're just getting them, and they start using them, but they're wondering why they're still losing. And it's like, well, your T10s are stronger right now than your T11s. And they're like, really? Yeah. So let's use those.
There's like three phases. There's a phase you unlock T11 and you shouldn't use it because T10 is better. Then there is a phase where you should use T11 on your tanking hero and your support hero, and T10 on the damage dealer, because T10 has more offensive stats. And then the stage where you are fully developed in T11 and T11 beats all.
Exactly. So it's when you're in that beginning stage, you're like, oh, new troop. Before it was, oh, we got T9s, they're way better than T8s. And then, oh, we got T10s, they're way better than T9s. But now you're in that realm of, hey, we just got T11. Hey, you might want to hold off on using those just yet.
Yes, they are not that useful before researching all the yesterday techs that are affiliated to T11, just because there are so many techs that are exclusive to T10.
Yeah, and not only that, but each row. specific, you know, your front row T11s or mid row or back, you know, your back row might not even be near as strong as your front row. So you might not want to use those back rows just yet, you know, so it's a lot of people need to, you know, just be conscious of that and look at it. Because if you just take that few seconds to look at what the stats are, you can see that, you know, right away.
Yes. So I was checking the chat, but they got on a floor event. Floor event is not so bad. Yeah, very boring. So there are two different opinions.
Yeah, that's a thing people keep asking about. It's a flower event. I'm like, oh, I don't want to touch that one just yet.
No, this is boring, and the reward are not that good. Like it's good for if you put a lot of time and you don't spend a lot, but even the reward are not amazing.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it. I don't know. Probably for younger state, it's indispensable. So for older state, for big base, it's not important. For younger state or weaker base, it's an easy way to get free stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah. There's a lot of and people forget there is a lot of free stuff in the game. They just don't pay attention to it.
What's your favorite free stuff in game?
Oh, geez. Yeah, that's tough because not all of them are the greatest. You know, I guess it wouldn't be free stuff. I like the new UR system of getting the hero medals. I know that's not free per se, but because if you don't get the medal, you get the locks or whatever they are, and then you can use that for extra stuff. But for free, geez, I don't know. That's tough because they're all geared slightly different. I would say the most useful would be the energy lab stuff because they have the energy lab, which are cores.
Yes.
But a lot of players don't generally use the dynamic upgrade or, you know, the power breakthroughs to get the remains in order to use them in the store.
Right, and they do a lot of mistake also there. Wait, just I'm trying to. Do I know the pin for the energy lab on this base?
That's the other thing. I always forget my own.
Wait, I try to remember. I know our pin on this base is. Oh no, he put another pin. He put another pin. Okay, never mind. So a mistake that many players do is also not to even out all the energizer core.
Yeah, so, I've seen that too.
That try to get one at really high level, and they don't even them out between both energizer. I can't show it on screen now because I don't have the pin.
But that is, and that's kind of funny because that's one of the ones that you want to keep things pretty even. Yes. You know, the cores, whereas everything else is, hey, you should focus all on one APC. Well, yeah, but energy cores is slightly different.
Yes, this is the only place where you have more bonus by having everything equal.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I see notification. I can say what I prefer in the free stuff. I think that's the radar. Because with the radar, you get like 100 unit specialty program per day, 700 unit specialty program per week. You get extra T10 below your T10 cap.
Yeah.
So radar.
You talking about the world radar or the interior drone?
The radar quest.
On the outside, yeah, on the world map.
Drone dispatched in blah blah blah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that one, I think it's not that useful anymore for the older player because now a few hundred unit specialty program is too little compared to the advanced unit specialties. but for the younger players, this is excellent.
Yeah. And the same thing with the authorized transport. The fact that they added that in, it's not a lot of free stuff, but the little bit of things that they do give, especially for the younger states, they give now the VIP badges. So you can get VIP badges for like the really young states, and you can unlock your VIP store without really spending like in the past, you know?
Not the VIP point to buy stuff in VIP store, but the VIP things that unlock the VIP store.
Yeah, the badges themselves. They actually give those in the new states. That's in the authorized transport. Now, I don't know if it be continuous enough to get the full 10,000 to unlock it, but they do give, you can get, I believe, in one of the things, 50 badges each time. So I thought that was a nice little add-on for them, for the younger states. So you don't have, because, you know, like when we played, we always had to, you had to pay for all the VIP store, like straight out of pocket, you know?
Yeah.
Now they get they give more badges for people to unlock it, which is nice in my opinion. And the VIP store, once you unlock it, I think that does have a lot of nice quote unquote free stuff.
Right.
But you have to unlock it first.
Once it's unlocked, it's lots of free stuff. Super ticket every Monday and Thursday. Polymer crystal every Thursday.
And the polymer crystal as well. Yeah, polymer and not the what am I talking about? The other one for the Hopeness Lab, the extraction crystals.
Oh right, marker crystals.
Thank you. That's I'm like, why can't I think of the name for it? Yeah, marker crystals and stuff. So yeah, I mean, there is a lot, and even, you know, it's just how you want to get them. The supply hub always gets you free stuff, but you max that out real quick. The VIP store or the crypto store, even online, gets you some diamonds and speed ups, which nothing too crazy, but nice little add-ons.
Instead of buying packs in the game, going on the Copay store to buy crypto for your base and then use the crypto in the game to buy packs gives you some bonuses.
Yeah, I try to honestly, I don't even know if I buy things straight up in the game anymore, just because they do give you some sort of discount all the time.
Yes, always at least 5%, and sometimes bonuses like even profile gift. I like profile gifts.
Yeah, there's always a nice little discount for buying through there. And on the weekend, I know their crypto pack, for us anyways, I know the crypto packs are even more discounted just for the weekend.
Oh, for the weekend, the crypto is more discounted?
For us, it's for a max of, they only allow one pack of each, the 200, 100, 50, and 20. They're 15% off on the weekend only for 3 days. You might actually could see it right. Yeah, you could probably see it right now. But yeah, it's very, very limited, only for the weekend.
Okay, I see 15% off right now on the crypto store.
Yeah, it's only on the weekends, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then it resets.
Share it in the chat because I don't put it on screen. Okay. So yeah. Sorry, I got lost looking at the chat.
That's all good. All good.
I didn't understand what he was saying there. Game is only to spend a lot, then you will survive. I totally disagree with that, actually. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say it, but at the same time, I have to agree with it. You will have, especially there becomes a point where it's like you have to. In the beginning, I guess you can kind of get away with not in the early part of the game, but once you start getting like Bane Blades and heat thermals and energy cores and all that stuff, they kind of force your hand.
I think it's like about teamwork. Like you find someone who spend, and you are the one that is useful in other way. You cannot have a team only with free to play and win.
Yes.
But you can definitely be crazy useful for a top team without spending a lot.
Yes, and that I 100% agree with. If you do have someone that spends a lot on your alliance, you can kind of be that support and still survive. But you have to understand you'll never be a powerhouse yourself. And if you're okay with that, but it's still useful. Like I always say that one base can't win everything.
Right.
Only one base only has 4 APCs. I mean 5 if you're in Eden, but they can only do so much. They can't stop an entire alliance of people.
Yes, and it's someone to drive them to where they have to eat. So like make the path.
Yeah, if they don't have a path to get there, they can't do anything. And if you expect them to path to it and achieve the objective, it's not going to happen.
So one thing I would worry about for the players who don't spend is that now the new technologies, they added a lot of marching speed that is not accessible for the weaker players, the people who don't spend. The extra marching speed is not accessible for them. So they're like less useful now. Now the big bays have to be used for speed tiling also because they are so much faster.
Yeah, I noticed that too. There's a lot of marching speed increases with the new trees and all that, and you can cross 200-300 kilometers in a matter of 5 seconds, whereas even the fastest free-to-play player with all their speed heroes still takes like 15 seconds. It does get there is a definite I guess it's a conundrum in a way where they got to find that happy medium, and I think that's something that this game has always fought with. Trying to find that balance between keeping players that either are free or don't really spend that much, and keeping the whales in a sort of equilibrium.
So are you like trying just to deal with how the game is and make it as best as possible for your team, or are you also wanting to change the game and trying to send message to the devs and stuff like that?
A little bit of both, honestly. I think I focus more on trying to build my alliance up as a well-oiled machine, more so than trying to change the game, because they're not really gonna change too much. There's some things I think would be more beneficial, in my opinion, that they could change that they haven't, but they're not gonna do things to make it completely balanced. It's not gonna work, because you're gonna wind up losing someone along the line if you do it too much, because then there's no point. But having a team where even the weaker bases understand that they are vital and useful is probably more beneficial than just trying to complain about the game all the time and forcing their hand to do something, because whenever they do something, they have to balance it out with something else, and then it winds up canceling each other out.
Yes, and now that we talked about how the game can be unfair and hard, I have a harder question for you. Like, why are you still playing? Why do you like it?
I'm competitive.
Oh.
I am competitive as far as that goes. I like the way that the battles happen. I mean, does Eden get repetitive and boring at times? Yes. It's like one of those things where it's like, oh, I can't wait until Eden starts. And then after a week or two of Eden, you're like, is Eden over?
Yeah.
But there are other things like Oblivion and stuff like that, Dawn Mission, which are fun to me. But it's only fun to me if the team is working together.
Yes.
I'm competitive, but I want a team. I'm a team competitive person. I want the team to do well, not just me. So that's where I kind of stand. That's kind of why I still play. And I know it, after learning as much as I could about how the mechanics work and all that stuff, it's hard to walk away per se.
Yes.
I think there's still potential to change it for better. But that's not, I'm not in charge of that.
Yes, I agree. I also focus on Oblivion and Dawn more because those are times where everyone is online at the same time with different roles. So you feel the teamwork more than in Eden, where you sometimes kind of play alone, do your task.
Yeah, exactly. And when Eden happens, there's so many players that you kind of lose track of who's actually contributing and, what they're actually doing. Yeah. Unless you're specifically paying attention. And whereas, like you said, Oblivion is a smaller group and you could see it firsthand within an hour of teamwork and things coming together. So.
Yeah, I agree. I see in the chat Johnny saying, exactly, even Eden is boring now. And I saw yesterday also a comment saying, Eden should be shorter. And I'm not sure I agree with that, but what do you think? Should Eden be shorter? Should Eden be shorter?
Oh, should Eden be shorter?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah. I could see that. Yeah. I think it could be shortened by probably 2-3 weeks.
Yes.
So what, 14 days? I could see them shaving 14 days off of it, and it would be probably more thrilling, I guess so to say.
Yes. And so have you played Eden Region or?
No, I don't think we've done that just yet.
Okay. This one had something I found interesting. That was like the neutral area in desert was not connected to the dark green. So once you are done with the target in this area, you don't have like much interest to fight anymore. When you connect to the dark green, the gates are from your birth sector, so you enter alone, and it's not connected to other dark green, so you have like 3 days of development in an area before a capital area open in between. And you have this a couple times where the next area is an area where you are alone and no competition with the other alliances for fast styling or stuff like that.
Yeah, I think that's I like that aspect where they kind of tweak Eden just a little bit for certain things. Yes. And makes it a little different, which changes the dynamic, which I think is nice that they do that. But because in the beginning you do the same Eden, north south all the time, or it does get monotonous. But when they throw in things like winter or region and all that kind of stuff, then it changes it slightly. That draws a little more interest into it.
Yeah, just by the fact we have to redo new strategy and can't copy past what we did last season.
That's true. You give me all right, this is the same path we done the last 2 years. Yeah, let's do it again.
MJ says Eden should be 7 days. No.
No, I think that's too short. That'd be way too chaotic. Oh, that would be.
And 7 days, we would have to be online 24/7 for real.
I was just about to say that you would have to be online 24. I mean, most play. All right, let's be honest. Some of us are really on 24/7 when Eden starts, anyways. But you would have to have the entire alliance on 24/7 to do anything.
Okay, Johnny gives a counter proposition: 3 weeks. I think 3 weeks is still short. What do you think?
I think it's short. I think It's doable, but I still think it's on the shorter side. Let's see, 3 weeks would be what, 21 days? I would say, honestly, you could do 30 days. You could do 1 month, 4 weeks. I think would be an ideal. Now that would keep you moving, but it would also give you some downtime.
Yes. But we also all find that when we are waiting between seasons, it's too long.
It gets shorter. I feel like it always gets shorter, the wait between Eden seasons. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. But I feel our last one was like, we ended Eden within like 2 weeks. We did the 2 bounty hunter events in Alistair, and then we were starting the next Eden within 3 weeks. It was insane fast.
Right. No, I like the break between Edens, but you can see in some alliance, this is the time where they get tension because people are bored, so they start picking fights within the team.
Yeah, or they just don't log in. It's you don't see players for weeks, and you're like, where the hell have you been? We thought you quit.
I see shorter Eden would allow more strategy and faster planning instead of this super merger and planned winners.
Yes and no. I agree with some of it. I don't know about super mergers and planned winners. I mean, that's any time, you can do that at any point. But a faster Eden would allow for more strategy. When there's too much time in between, you could see where people are placing their pads. And, if you have like 3 days to set up your counter pads, it's like, well, yeah, we know what we're doing. But if you're moving a little faster, you would have to continuously watch the map to see where people are moving. Because if you don't, then, someone, even a weaker guild could get a leg up on a stronger guild.
Yeah, actually there's something I missed from the first Eden I played, and I don't know if you got that in younger state. We had a no occupation day. Did you get an Eden like this?
Non-occupation?
No occupation day, so all targets could be occupied every day, but there was still the 24-hour cooldown when something is occupied. So you had to keep track of when the 24-hour cooldown end on the different targets. And this was allowing to spread the gate swap across the days.
I mean, they still do that. The gates still reopen. So I don't know where you still have to take it or swap it or defend it. I don't know if that's kind of similar though.
I mean, no occupation day means you can occupy it on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, etc. So, let's say a new area open and you take a gate at reset and another one at reset and 30 minutes. On the next occupation day, now you have to swap both gates at reset. And as the season advances, every occupation day reset, you have to swap more gates to secure your area. But in this
I see what you're saying.
You could plan okay, at reset, this gate need to be swapped. This one need to be swapped at reset plus 30. This one need to be swapped at reset plus 12.
Yeah, okay. Now I understand what you're saying. It pretty much just nulls the owner of the gate and you have to retake it.
Yes.
In essence. Yes, okay. Yeah, no, we haven't come across that yet. That would be chaotic, in my opinion.
It was the first that I played, but there was more stuff that was chaotic. That part I actually liked, even if that meant occupation stuff every day. It meant also using all the time zone of the players instead of making exclusive for reset players,
Yeah. No, I get that. Yeah, I don't. Oof.
So
I don't know.
I had
just thinking about the logistics of that. Oof.
Yeah, I had a team that was 30%, 1/3 American, 1/3 European, 1/3 Asian. So we kind of manipulated how we swapped the gate to make sure it was the cooldown would end when it's comfortable for the players to play. And that helped having so many people who have a hard time being on at reset.
Yeah. And it's funny you say that too, because it's that kind of goes with the whole, the thing where people are always like, well, the Chinese states always win because they're the most powerful, blah, 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 blah. And it's kind of ironic that you say that, because I've always seen it as, yeah, they do have an alliance that can all be on at the same time, which gives that impression of they're stronger per se.
You're right.
But whereas the other alliances, the time zones are all spread around. But with that being said, when they're going to be more active, so you can make your movements during their downtimes without so much competition.
Yes, but reset is still at a time that is 10 a.m., 9 a.m. or 10 a.m. for China. So then you have all those gate opening, and you have European players still sleeping, American players going to sleep when the battle starts, and Asian player are the one owning those few hours after reset, At reset, you have the Asian American, then American goes to sleep, Asian are alone, European wakes up.
No, I get it. It does make it much tougher. Having that spread, but you can't really control where people are. If you could, that'd be ideal. Be like, oh, we're gonna have 50 American players, we're gonna have 50 US or European players, and we're gonna have 50 Asian players, and it's gonna work perfect.
Yeah, even asking people to share base when they have, every time they log in, there is a little reminder, don't share your base, and you hear stories of people getting their base stolen all the time. It's delicate to ask everyone to share login with people in other time zone.
Yeah, you have to really be able to trust someone. That's the other problem.
Yeah. Okay, I feel this has been a while since we are talking. Maybe you have something else to do with your day. I don't want to take your whole day.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay, cool. Because it's the first time we talk actually in vocal, and I enjoy this conversation so much.
No, I appreciate it.
I think we should play other games sometimes also together.
Oh yeah, definitely. Just let me know and we can set something up. That's not a problem.
Yeah, I'm checking the chat right now. So talking about the UR hero. UR hero is expensive. I have no issue beating the UR hero with Rust. Soul Clan won't be getting it. UR is pure madness. Oh, they are mad at the UR hero. They are mad in the chat.
Yeah. It's I don't know how I feel about it still. There's some things I like about the UR hero. There's other things I don't. It's like anything else in this game. It's always back and forth. There's good things and there's bad things. There's never this is an amazing decision they made. It's perfect.
Yeah, and as you said, even without getting the UR hero, there are still reward. Other kind of reward when you try for it, kinda. So
yeah, that's so it's catch-22. It always is. So yeah, it is what it is. You can't win them all. That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that will be it for the stream. Again, thank you so much for coming here. I hope you come back again another time, and we should play other game also. Like this Eden has been dramatic. We should play like a game that is no drama sometimes.
Wait, there's a game that doesn't have drama? Yeah. For sure. But no, definitely. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And yeah, just let me know. Well, we could always set something up.
Yes. Thank you so much for being here. See you very soon. I will hang up and then close the stream.
All right. Thank you.
Do you have a last word for all the players of older state and new state?
Try not to kill each other.
Yeah.
It's a game.
No, kill each other in game, just not in life.
Yeah. It's a game. It's a game. Have fun. It's not a end of the world kind of deal.
Okay, thank you, Tidoski. Bye.
All right, thank you. Bye.
Okay, that was Tidoski. It's funny to call to talk live for the first time in live stream. Usually I have like a call with people before getting them live, but it went, I think, well. It's super fun to have the perspective of the new states and hear how difficult it is to prioritize stuff with all the features that are in games that we in all states saw arriving one by one, waited for new feature every time for weeks, sometimes months, but for new states it's all at the same time, and prioritizing sounds really crazy. I don't know if I could do it. I think people in new states are crazy. Like if they arrive in new state and they stay in game and they want to be competitive in game, they must be total ADHD. No, I mean super multitasker. They can continue with SP, but to get 33 SP now is really hard. But the thing with the SP is also the strongest players, they have already stacked SP medals. So because they stacked SP medals, they are not spending as much when there is new SP. When SP heroes were released before, it was costing like 12, 1300 to max it. But now the biggest spenders already have like 70, 80 SP medals stacked in their inventory. So when a new SP is released, they are not spending as much. And they just keep stacking the SP medals with a different event along the year. With the your hero, changing the way to get heroes, it allows them to get again like this big check when the hero is released, like it was the case at the beginning with the hero with super ticket, at the beginning with the hero with SP medals. So now new kind of hero, so new kind of item to have in inventory, so new big cash flow every time it's released. Probably one UR and one SP. Devs are greedy. We didn't get SP this. Did we get SP this season? What did we get? What? Ah, yes, there was Ether Hunter. never mind me. This season we got one SX, one SP, one UR. Yeah. Yeah. No, yeah, we got Ether Hunter. Wasn't that the beginning of the season? No SP? When did we get Ether Hunter? Or was that before? Was released before it then. Oh, okay. Okay, let's have quickly the giveaway, because you are many people who typed hashtag in the chat to join, and we need to roll it. We need to roll it. Let's see. Where is it? Okay. I have it here. So let's roll it for 10 crypto in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Choose a winner. Shadow has won the giveaway. Congratulations, Shadow. You can send your profile ID in the chat to get your prize. Hashtag SP medal reward for Eden. Oh, that would be nice. But I don't know. If now they give you are hero instead of SP, it won't be that useful. Let me check again. Oblivion, battle history. I'm a bit sad we lost. I'm just checking the scores here. I'm curious. Can't we see? Ah, here we can see it. We can find again the place where they keep the scores. Those mail know. What did you know? Didn't even see we had the giveaway. just now, Shadow has won the giveaway. I want to send it to my friend d0w in your alliance. Oh, that is so nice. Thank you, Shadow, for forwarding to a friend. Let me find the profile ID of d0w. d0w. I love it when people just give away the what they won. d0w24. This one. Okay. Come on, copy the ID. Copy. Thank you so much, Shadow, for giving away your prize. Okay, let's have a code. And the okay, I failed at proving that I'm not a robot. Let's try again. And got it. So d0w will get it in his mails. So you can send him a message to tell him where it comes from. He's managing my base for a very long time. Oh, I saw he plays also a lot of farms. So it helped a lot. As we had our farm alliance on the same map. It could be Mofi if they give up medals or crypto for faction win. I think people are like, they enjoy fighting just for winning in Eden, and the reward are not big, affecting a lot the motivation anymore. It used to be a big deal, but it was making more like drama inside the faction because people want to talk about ranking so early before even playing. Now we can see, like this season, after World Center, after everything is played already, it doesn't affect the motivation much, the rewards, as much as just winning and competitivity of people. What was I checking? Yes, battle history, combat data. I'm checking this again. Like, it was really compensated here. Gathering is really where the difference was. No other way to see it. No, yes, there is no other way to see it. Gathering was an issue, but also we didn't have people teleporting close enough. Some people could have teleported earlier, closer to reduce the APC travel time. I think that was another one. No. And we fucking got that relay as the first key. We got the relay and it didn't recall the key. Okay, now we got the giveaway done. It's time to close the stream. See you again tonight for a live stream for the end of Eden. Reward distribution, guest again in live stream. Enjoy your day, enjoy your last day of Eden, get a lot of kills. Even if it's trading, it still makes your base look pretty. Bye!
As mountains, passes, we came in. But we said that we would hold on forever. Do you believe me? We can start anew. Hope it makes you see like we used to do. We